All right, we're going to talk about adjusting your hips. Too many people, their hips are off. They wonder why their back is hurting, and just because they're out of alignment. So I try to do this with most of my clients as much as I can. Sometimes I don't do it enough with them. So after I measure their hips, which I'm not going to show you how to do that right now, and even if you don't know if your hips are out of alignment, even if they're in alignment, I'm showing you an exercise to do to make sure that they could pop right back in. And it'll fire up your hip flexors, your hamstrings, your glutes, even your abs. So I try to do this before every workout that I know I'm going to go heavy. So hopefully I get this in a good position so you can see me. I'll lay on my back in a bridge position. And what I'll do is I'll raise both knees up. I'll put one hand in front and one hand around the knee. And I will push and pull as hard as I can for 5 seconds. And then I will switch. And I will do 5 times on each leg, so alternating a total of 10. Now, I know if I have a tendency to be off, my left hip will be a little higher than my right hip. So what I'll actually do is I always start with my hand in front of my left knee, and that's giving me the push as I'm pulling my hand. So I'm pulling my hand as hard as I can. So I will always start here, and I will always finish here where I get an extra one just in case, because I'm never off the other way. The other one, my hand is here. I'm pushing my hand against my thigh as hard as I could. I'm doing it at the same time. So one hand is in front, and one hand is in front of the knee, just underneath the knee. This one is on your quad. Okay? Then, after you do that, you're going to grab, hopefully, a Dynamax ball, but if you have nothing to grab, I'll show you what to do. But I'll grab a Dynamax ball, like a medicine ball. I'll put it between my knees, feet are on the floor, and I will squeeze it as hard as I can for 5 seconds and then rest. Squeeze as hard as I can for 5 seconds and then rest. And I will do that 5 times. And the cool thing is I just did that. I felt my pelvic crack. So I just had an awesome workout today, so I actually released some tension there. So that's how I try to start off every client in their workout. It's going to fire up your hip flexors, your hamstrings, and more important, after you do the push and pull and you put the ball between your knees and you squeeze, usually that's what helps put them back in alignment in case they're out of alignment. So try this, see if you notice a difference. It does help if you know which side is off, because then you would just do one side. So if I knew my left side was higher than my right side, then I will just do my left side, meaning my hand. So if my left hip is higher, than my right, then I know my hand will stay here the whole time on my left side, and my hand will be here on my right side, and I will do 5 reps. So pushing and pulling as hard as I could for 5 seconds. I will do that for 5 reps. And then usually when people get up, they notice a difference. Sometimes people have to do more than 5 reps, maybe 10 reps. So if you know what side is off, that definitely helps. If not, do that before every workout. See if you notice a difference in, like I said, all those muscles getting fired up.